direction of Westlake Academy. Many others are unable to speak due to scheduling conflicts, fear of retaliation, or concern for their employment. I am not speaking alone. My family has been part of Westlake Academy, the Westlake Academy community for 8 years. We have 4 children who have attended the academy, experiencing every grade, K through 12. We currently have 3 children enrolled, all of whom are doing well academically and behaviorally. We have navigated dyslexia and speech services, ARD meetings, and 504 accommodations. And our children have participated in athletics, chess tournaments, spelling bees, and talent shows. We love Westlake Academy. My wife has a professional background in education and has supported the academy for the past 6 years as a substitute, long-term substitute, and part-time teacher. Through this work, our family has developed a deep understanding of the school's culture, faculty, and students. This fall marked the first time in 8 years that we felt compelled to attend, then speak at, a board meeting due to growing concerns about how the academy is being administered. These concerns began last spring as changes began without any input regarding longtime traditions and school culture. They intensified this fall as numerous changes were implemented with little to no communication to families or staff. When we asked questions out of genuine concern, we felt targeted. Most troubling, on November 3rd, my wife learned, without any communication from administration or HR, that she was no longer allowed to substitute. Her assignments were canceled through a system-generated notice, and her credentials were revoked without explanation. The academy continues to retain substitutes who do not follow provided lesson plans, yet removed a certified teacher. At the May 20th, 2025 board meeting, Mayor Graves stated, "Change is hard." That is true, but change must also be purposeful and aligned with the school mission. Earlier this year, Westlake Academy received a strong 5-year IB evaluation stating that every corner of the school exudes an IB education. The academy also earned a 98 on the 2025 TEA accountability rating, the highest in North Texas. Given these results, many expected thoughtful, incremental improvements. Instead, there have been hundreds of changes this year. As one parent said, they have changed everything about our school. This raises a critical question. Are these changes being guided by IB and TEA recommendations, or are they driven primarily by test scores rather than meaningful academic growth? This has been an extremely difficult year for many parents, teachers, and staff. Teaching is demanding under any circumstance, and even more so in an IB environment. Westlake Academy's teachers need your support, and they need hope. Some have already lost that hope and are seeking employment elsewhere. So I respectfully ask, can parents and staff trust the Board of Trustees? Can they count on you to provide the leadership, stability, and hope needed to continue serving our students well? Thank you.
Thank you. Susan Thurman, please state your name and address.
My name is Susan. My name is Susan Thurman, and I live in Fort Worth, Texas. We received an ID violation email for one of our children last week, and we would like to thank the secondary office for softening the wording and changing it to be more compassionate. The previous wording came across very harshly to many parents, so we greatly appreciate this compassionate change. This has been an interesting few months. On Friday, October 31st, I received a phone call from the town of Westlake. It felt intimidating and odd since it came from the town on a Friday when offices are supposedly closed. This phone call was from Kelly Ritchie, and it was the only time we have said more than 2 words to each other. Even more interesting since we worked in the same hallway for 7 months last year, and her questions could have been sent by email. I learned my lesson, though. Monday, November 17th, I received multiple phone calls, including one from Quinn Graves and another from Maxwell Atua. I did not answer those phone calls as they felt like acts of intimidation, and I am not stupid. Oddly, none of the people who called me Monday said a word to me when they saw me at the board meeting on the 18th, nor since then. I was told by a Westlake parent that the administration was concerned that I would yell and cause a scene at the last board meeting. I have never acted in that manner, yet the administration was in a panic and they had to find a solution or counterattack against what they thought would be my words. I felt like my name was being smeared and that they were trying to intimidate me from speaking. Their unethical attack occurred during the parent comments of the last meeting, but I spoke on compassion. It is pretty difficult to discredit someone who speaks about compassion. God knows everything, and on Friday, November 14th, He helped me to know that I should speak about compassion, or the lack thereof, at the Academy. Safety and security seems to be a popular phrase this school year, but one must ask, is it always the answer, or is it just a method of control and a way to stop parents from being inquirers? According to the National Center for School Safety, a positive and supportive school climate is one of the most important parts of prevention, and school climate and physical security have been found to be directly related. Is Westlake Academy safer today than it was last year, or has the current school climate and lack of compassion shown by administration made the Academy less safe? Gaslighting, unethical behaviors, controlling, silencing, retaliation, playing the victim, a lack of empathy, a need for excessive admiration. These are signs of serious psychological issues that cannot be quickly nor easily fixed. People that exhibit these behaviors often abuse and cause trauma to others. None of these fit the IB learner attributes. We are currently witnessing the disillusion of the IB at Westlake Academy. These behaviors start at the top, and they are trickling down. God cares about how all of His children are treated at Westlake Academy. My call to action is this: please stop this escalation of commitment error. The longer it continues, the more trauma will be inflicted, more trust will be lost, and the longer recovery will be for parents, teachers, and students. Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the agenda item, presentation and recognition is recognition of the Tahoe State Champion athletes for fall of 2025.
We are so happy tonight to be able to recognize our athletes who have performed in an excellent manner. And I want to, first of all, introduce our athletic director, Sarah Jones. If you've not gotten to spend much time with her, she is phenomenal. We are so lucky to have her. She's come in and hit the ground running. She walked into a very difficult situation where we had issues with communication, we had issues with budgeting, we had issues with sometimes having appropriate security, we had issues with people being around our athletes who had not been through proper background checks. We had new legislation in place this year that told us we needed child safety seats in our buses, and so that has been rectified. And Sarah has done so much. I could go on, but that'll be for another time. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to pass this on to her so she can give you a recap of our fall sports.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Sarah Jones, if I haven't met you. Before I turn things over to Coach Cawthra to talk about our cross-country program and introduce our wonderful state champions over there, I'd just like to share a quick snapshot of the incredible athletic achievements that we've done this semester so far. Our junior high football team finished the season 5-3, capped it off with a winning junior high bowl championship. Our high school football team had an outstanding year as well, finishing 8-2, making it to the second round of playoffs. Our volleyball program had a very successful season across all levels. 7th grade team went 7-3. Your 8th grade team was undefeated, 16-0, and we're regional champions. JV finished 14-2, and varsity closed the season with 21-10, with a regional runner-up and placed 4th in the Tahoe State Tournament. This year also marked the first season of high school swimming. It just ended this last weekend, and our swimmers had already made a strong statement. We had 8 swimmers qualify for the TISCA Championships, 4 girls and 4 boys. That was our team. Every swimmer advanced to finals. They earned 4 runner-up finishes, along with multiple 3rd, 4th, and 5th place finishes. As a team, our 4 girls placed 11th place out of 33 teams, and our boys finished 6th place out of 35 teams. It's truly an exciting and successful semester for Westlake Academy Athletics, and with that, I'm proud to introduce Amanda Cawthra, who has been here for 12 years And thanks to the state championships that I just received from Mayor Graves, all state championships in cross country have come under her head coaching, and 2025 was her 10th one. So, Amanda Cothra, if you and your girls could please come up here.
Come right up here so we can all admire you. First of all, I want to thank you all for inviting myself and these lovely young ladies here this evening, and I also want to thank Coach Jones for her leadership this year. The season went very smoothly. It was wonderful to have her come out and join us at several of the meets. As you know, we don't have a home turf to run on, and so we don't really get any visitors coming and watching us, so it really meant a lot to us and the parents and the team to have her out there. And it also, one of the highlights is we partnered up with the fire station to do the 5K run, and Mayor Graves, he came out next year. I'm going to get him to run with us so we can start training early. So that was a really great show of community support for the team, showing up and doing something for someone else other than themselves. Standing before you is just an incredible group of young ladies. We're missing one runner. She's probably out for a run or studying for exams. But we had a team of 7 mighty girls. And I don't know what you know about cross country, but it's pretty much a rehearsal every meet until you get to the state meet. And so, whereas you might think it's an individual sport, it really comes down to a team effort. So this year we had Lexi Krieger. Can you stand forward? She was our state runner-up.
Go, Lexi.
She had she ran a PR of 12 minutes and 15 seconds in the 2-mile. Kellyanne Cothra placed 5th at state, so she was a podium finisher. And then trickling in literally like 11, 12, 13, 14 was these lovely ladies, Olivia D'Amico, Olivia Bristow, Eleanor Krieger, and Jocelyn Tidden. And Eleanor is our lowly senior, and she's done an outstanding job leading these girls. So,
Yeah.
I really won't keep you much more because I know you all have things to do, but I did want to say, and I didn't look it up because of FERPA violation probably, but I would venture to say that these ladies standing in front of you have a cumulative GPA of over 4.0. That's just how outstanding they are. So, congratulations. I called these ladies the Wonder Women, and I promised them a little tchotchke gift, but I didn't unwrap them, but you're going to get this little Wonder Woman doll to hang on your backpack and just remember how wonderful you are. So see me before you leave. Here they are. Yeah, they're pretty incredible. So I'm always looking for more runners, but it only takes 7 to make a team, and we had just what we needed to do that this year. So I'm incredibly proud of all of y'all in the community for your support, and again to Coach Jones for her support. So thank you.
Great job, y'all. So, Coach, one senior, so we'll expect to see you up here next year with another state champion.
Oh, yeah. We got an incredible team coming up. Our junior high girls are great. I will say that the junior high girls placed 2nd, and then both of our boys' teams placed 3rd. Down in Seguin, when y'all were up here in the mud run, we were down there in the mud run. So.
And, Amanda, all of them running track this spring?
Well, that's the plan.
Okay, good. So just for, I know I've said this a few times, I think we said it was Amanda's 10th girls cross-country championship at Westlake Academy. Our school's 22 years old. Their state championship this year made that our 54th state championship in 22 years, right? And it's pretty amazing. So I know some of these girls when I coached a few years ago. Just a great job. Great job, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. Amanda's probably taking him for a run now, so. Well done. Thanks, Kelly. Let's see where we are. Consent agenda. Is there anybody, does anybody want to talk about anything on the consent agenda?
Yeah, I'd like to pull J2.
J2. Can I get approval on the consent agenda for J1 and J3?
So moved.
Can I get a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. J2, discuss, consider, and act to approve WA Resolution 25-29, adopting the Westlake Academy Personnel Manual as amended. I think there was a question on it.
Yeah, there was an addition on page 40 regarding using a recording device, and I just think we need some more clarification in that language. Suggestion.
Sure, and my understanding is you're interested in limiting it so that it's clear that it's not infringing upon an employee's right to record outside of the school or outside of any duties related to their role. Yeah, I mean we can hash it out right now, or we can.
Can we approve with that condition?
With that condition, yes, because the resolution actually authorizes Dr. Ritchie to make changes as necessary.
Okay.
So basically, it's just to make the rule effective kind of on school property or school business.
Correct.
Am I catching that right?
Perfect, yes. Making sure that it's that the limitation on recording is limited to those scenarios where it directly relates to their role as an employee on school business or school grounds.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve J2 based on the stipulation? We will come back and clean up the language that it's only for what?
You have a question?
I'm sorry. No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Can I get a motion to approve J2 based on we'll come back and clean up the language that it is for school use in school on school location?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you guys very much. Regular Board of Trustee items, we're going to talk to this one after executive session. So we're going to go into executive session. Town Council Board of Trustees conduct a closed session pursuant to Section 551-0712 of the Texas Government Code for the purpose seeking confidential legal advice from the town attorney, Westlake Academy, for the following. L1, Section 551-071, consultation with legal advice from the town attorney regarding pending litigation, Vertical Bridge versus Town of Westlake. L.2, Section 551.0741, deliberation regarding personnel matters to deliberate the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment of duties of public officer employee, biannual update or review for one head of school and town manager. Then we will add L3, agenda item L3. K1, I'm sorry, discuss that. So it is now 5:19.